Any lessons that you want to share with anyone? Any takeaways?
Well, just I guess my takeaway is just pretty much what we've already said about just the whole fact of, my peace is knowing that there's nothing we could have done. That when it was his time, it was his time. So, because I could have beat myself up and said I could have done this, could have done that. I mean, I really probably could have a malpractice suit with Kaiser, just because lack of medical things. I mean, he had an appointment with his pulmonologist, and they canceled last minute on him because he was working the COVID ward. But then they didn't schedule him with somebody else. And I'm like, well, that's, and then it ends up that part of why you went into cardiac arrest was because of some rare, I can't remember the name of it. The nurse wrote it down on a yellow sticky and said, we've never even heard of this. And this is what he ended up passing from. That gave him the cardiac arrest. But it's like, well, maybe if he would have went to the pulmonologist, they would have caught it like a few weeks earlier. I don't know. I mean, again, you can do all that and beat yourself up, but it's out of our control. Yeah. We are not in control of what happens. God is. And I just, and my other takeaway is I just know that Tom wants me to be happy. He's wanted that my whole life since I've known him. And so that's what I'm striving for is to make every day a good day. There's today, and without even thinking, I had to go do a delivery before work this morning. And I'm driving, and I had to drive by the hospital. And I'm like, no, I don't like driving by the hospital, but that's the way the navigation took me. And, and then of course I get all, teary-eyed, but, not to say that that'll get less and less, but as time goes on and I'm moving forward, I'll never move on, but I will move forward in my life.
Like they say, crying cleanses the soul.
It does. It does. I've had some tremendous crying fests, but I know that would make them sad too. So, and I don't know why I want to try. I try to do things that I know that would not make him sad. If that makes any sense, but I would do a lot of, music was his thing, right? And so every night I'll play music and I'll dance. And that has been so therapeutic. Yeah. And people are like, that's kind of, crazy. And I'm like, well, it's not like I dance all night till 4 a.m. Right. I mean, like I just started this ritual where I'll play music and I'll dance, and it just makes me so happy. So, and that was, we did a lot of dancing at home, well, in and out too, but like we'd be just home on a Friday night, just the two of us dancing. And so it's sad because I think, I go to his music room and I'm like, oh gosh, 10 years from now we would have been retired, and we'd sit in the music room, we would reminisce about, remember when the kids did this or something. It's like, now I don't have anybody to do that with. So that that stuff pops in your head and gets you all.
Gets you.
Yeah, gets you. So